each one kind of deals, we're going to go through 5 of them.
Oh boy.
Different stories, and like sort of legends of Rivervale. Again, really subtle difference. So we're reminded at some point that Archie's Uncle Frank was a mercenary, which I had forgotten. So that was a helpful suggestion. Something emerges from the river. So we're dealing with La Llorona this episode.
La Llorona.
Yes, this is an actual, like, not actual. This is not a well done version of the story of La Llorona, but this is Rivervale's version.
So they're messing with actual cultural folklore now. Yeah, sure. Why not? When you're this far into the nonsense pit.
Yep.
Yeah, fine.
So in this episode, there's various competitions for the Maple Fest because Cheryl's helping hold the Maple Fest. And my understanding of these competitions is only 2 people can be involved in each competition, and Archie always must be one of them. Oh, to go back, actually, this is part of the first episode. Sorry. So
I was about to say, isn't he dead?
No. Okay. So I did want to put that in. Sorry, I messed it up. So.
Okay.
So he's dead, but I did want to make that note that Archie can only compete in things. And one other person, and he has to win all of them. But Betty did beat him in one, which is probably why she sacrificed him.
What kind of one-on-one challenges go on at a Maple Fest?
There was like an eating competition. I think there was like I think it was an axe throwing one. There might have been a fighting one.
Look, I live in Vermont. I've been to Maple Fests. They
had nothing to do with Maple, really, but okay.
Nope, not so much.
No. Okay, so now on to the second episode. We know something's emerged from the river. This episode, I think, was called like Ghost Stories or something, so we're dealing with a couple different ghosts in this episode, as well as specifically La Llorona.
Okay.
So Veronica smashes Reggie's windshield. Because on his new car, because he had named the car after his teacher that he had an inappropriate relationship with in high school. So she gets mad about that and smashes the windshield. Then she realizes that she had smashed the windshield on his new car 20 minutes after his dad has died. She did not realize that, and so feels kind of bad for Veronica, which is I guess technically progress for Veronica.
So it probably doesn't matter why is his dad dead?
I think it's like, I don't know, he was in the hospital for some reason.
Okay.
You know, not the greatest timing, but...
Well, no.
Yeah.
But, you know, a sensible person might go, if I wouldn't have done this when he's going through a morning, maybe it's a bad idea to do it at all. But, you know.
Yeah. Tony, meanwhile, our colicky baby mother, she kills a teenage boy in a gang fight. But for some reason, despite killing accidentally this teenager in a fight, she still keeps her counselor job.
How did the fight happen?
It was one of their gang wars that they have.
The gang wars that they just have.
It's been going on since like the first season in Riverdale and Rivervale. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She and Fangs are up there for they're like gang leaders. And she's also on the city council. And you know, the moral center of the high school.
Yep.
Like you are.
Yep, of course. Yep. All right.
And this is actually also true of like the killing of the teenager that very much could have happened in Riverdale proper.
That doesn't help me to know.
So Reggie and Veronica are running a dirty casino, and Alice, Betty's mom, is like kind of the local newswoman, and so she wants to expose what's going on at the casino, and she tells them that the harlots will follow the gambling. So she's worried about this escalating.
The harlots? Does she mean like loose women, or is there a gang called the harlots?
I think she means loose women.
Okay, I could have bought either one.
Yeah. Reggie makes a deal with Lucifer.
Subtle.
For the casino money. And I think we're now into the third episode.
Okay. All right. Third episode.
Because in each episode someone dies, and in this case, even though, Tony was fine after she killed the kid and to keep her counselor job, she decided she would become La Llorona because La Llorona was targeting her baby because La Llorona had been called up by the mother of the boy that she killed.
So she sacrificed herself to save her kid?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That at least is a logical decision. The situation is batshit. But the decision is at least logical. That's a big step up at this point. Mm-hmm. That I can follow the logic of the decision.
Okay, so on to the third one. So Reggie makes a deal with Lou for the casino money because he figures Veronica's going to be able to outwit the devil. It's totally going to be fine. It's fine.
So he does know then
that he's making a deal with the devil. Yeah. But he's like, my girlfriend will outwit the devil. It's
okay.
fine.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's important to know because it tells me what kind of stupid he is.
He's that kind of.
Because
he's a whole lot of stupid.
No, I get that, but I think it's a different degree of stupid to make a deal with someone named Lucifer and not realize who you're dealing with, and that's a slightly different flavor of stupid from making that deal and thinking you'll come out on top. Mm-hmm. They're both very stupid, but they are slightly different flavors.
Okay. Do you remember what TBK stands for?
I see that okay. This drove me crazy when you told me about it before, because there actually is, in real life, there was a TBK killer.
He's apparently, in both Rivervale and Riverdale, he resurfaces and is a big part of this season.
I don't remember what their initials for it were.
Trash bag killer. So, Betty is talking to... Give you a pause.
I forgot about the trash bag killer. Yep, okay.
Yep. So, TBK, as they always call him, she talks to TBK, who reminds her of the serial killer gene that she has. So,
because that's a thing?
Because that's a thing, because her father was a serial killer.
Yeah.
One of the... Let's not think that there's multiple. Well, there are multiple, but there's certainly not just one in Rivervale or Riverdale. Veronica's skeezy ex comes back and she sells him to the devil.
It's just like, hey, Lou, while you're here, I'll give you a real good deal on this guy.
That's pretty much exactly how it goes down, okay?
I could write this. No, I'm not sure I could. I don't think I'm detached enough from reality to write this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I keep getting hung up on logic, and obviously that would be a hindrance to writing for this show.
You know more about the maple industry than the writers do, so there's that to begin with.
Well, and I'm also at this point taking their knowledge of the maple industry as indicative of their knowledge of literally anything.
Reality.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jughead talks with the devil and is given a deal, and he decides to publish his interview with the devil. But the deal that he makes is that he can never publish again. There's literally...
So wait, was he like a reporter, or was that what he was?
He's a writer.
He's a writer. Okay.
So, but he's like, hey, it's the devil. This is the interview of a lifetime. I'm going to ask him some questions and interview him. I think he used to work for the paper in high school.
Okay.
I appreciated that these lines were literally spoken in this episode. There's a war brewing between good and evil. Quality writing in this. At one point,
somewhere in the writer's room, there is a copy of the big book of dialogue cliches with a very weathered spine.
Yes. I think it's TBK that tells her this, but Betty is told she is the whore of Babylon. Which I just appreciated.
Yep, sure.
And then Betty kills her well, I thought he was her fiance, but I think he was just her ex-boyfriend.
I was gonna say, like, was she not in a relationship with Archie before he died, or...
Again, this is Rivervale versus Riverdale, so things are slightly different, so I'm not quite sure. Yes, she was in a relationship with Archie. I think this is her former fiance within the world of Rivervale.
Okay.
Glenn. She kills him thinking he is TBK. Tabitha has now become involved because Lou wants the diner, and she meets a virgin, an angel who gives her the tears of the Virgin Mary, and she adds these. So these are tears. It's a little vial of the tears of the Virgin Mary that she shed at the crucifixion. And so she puts these into Lucifer's milkshake. To protect.
Because when you're the devil trying to make a deal for a diner for some reason, you order a milkshake while you're there. Of course, that's what you do. Of course. Okay, I'm sorry.
They're really good milkshakes. They're one.
Hold on.
Over.
I'm sorry, because you told me that there's a vial with the tears of the Virgin Mary. Now I just have this image of Christ up on the cross and this angel coming down with a vial near Mary, like, don't let him fall. Get him. We're gonna need these later.
We're gonna need him for a milkshake.
Mary, no, don't waste him. Cry into the vial. Oh my God. So it's not only the absurdity of the show, it is what it is implying must have happened that is also breaking me.
And again, this is only slightly weirder than the actual Riverdale.
Or how messed up would it be if an angel was there and she wasn't crying because like she'd accepted his face in ascension, and the angel's like, no, we need you to cry, goddammit! Stop being accepting!
Punch you in the gut, Mary.
Stomp on her foot. There we go. There it is.
We're gonna need these for a strawberry milkshake in about 2,000 years, lady. Let's get going.
Okay, so the devil has a milkshake spiked with the Virgin Mary's tear. The fact that is a sentence that I said. Okay, all right.
Yep.
So what happens?
Well, he can't really go through a deal with the diner because he's kind of poisoned by this spiked milkshake. Veronica tells Reggie, meanwhile, he recovers and goes to deal with Veronica and Reggie, that he needs to be a man about it in terms of letting Lucifer come to collect him. And
man up and just hand over your soul, dude.
Yeah, basically, because he comes to collect them. And that's, I think, basically how that episode ends. So we lose Reggie. You know, we're always losing someone.
All right, time to thank my highest supporting patrons. Robin Moore, Zubin Lutfullah, Tarak, the thing that goes doink in the anime, Oliver B., Melinda Walters, Emu Delkey, Leotha Boyd, Toy Loli, Becky Sparks, Fernobulax, The Poodle, Zach, Bookworm, Tracy Scrabbit, Angry Casperol, Adam R.D.L. Taylor, Shayla Gourlay, Brendan LaRose, and TT. Thank you for your support. If you want to hear me try and say your name while this little guy tries to chew on my earrings, well, you can check out the Patreon for the support tiers that get you a shout out. Thanks so much. You are a pain in my butt.